Why don't boys take the initiative to chase girls now? Girls are eager to be loved, so even when they meet someone they like, they don't want to say it, just want to enjoy the sweetness of being pursued. In the past relationship, many people think that it is only right for a man to chase a woman, but nowadays, women chase a man sometimes. But when it comes to the status quo, it turns out that most boys are no longer willing to take the initiative. Especially when a boy gets older and matures, he will not like to work hard on the relationship between men and women, and even prefer speed dating rather than rampage for love. So, why don't boys take the initiative to chase girls now? If you want to know the answer, you might as well listen to the boy's heart. It's too wasteful of time and money to chase girls. Sometimes it's totally unnecessary to waste energy just based on a momentary like. When a man pursued a woman, love is not all of life. He could get up at 6 in the morning to buy breakfast for the girl. He was cheeky just to pursue his beloved girl. But when man got older and older, he found that he no longer had the enthusiasm for pursuing a girl. In fact, he also wanted to fall in love, but when he plucked up the courage to actively pursue it, he discovered, I spent a lot of time pursuing a girl, and only after getting along did I realize that the other party was not suitable for me. Man believed that it was not that he was unwilling to take the initiative anymore, but he was afraid that it would be nothing but an empty joy in the end. Do you say that boys are not willing to take the initiative? Actually not, they are also willing to pluck up courage for their beloved girl. However, in today's society, the communication between people is often relying on mobile phones, and you can play any role through the screen. Therefore, it is very possible to pursue it with exhaustion, but it is not what you really like. In particular, many boys spend a lot of money in pursuit of girls, but they still don't like them. Therefore, boys do not take the initiative to pursue it, because they will also be afraid that they will be affectionately wrong. Most of the girls don't like you if you try very hard. Many boys and girls always like to chase hard. Although there has been sweetness after being together, boys gradually understand that girls still look down on him from the bottom of their hearts. Because no matter how much boys give, the predecessor thinks that he is actively pursuing which party, and he should pay. Too many girls don't know the blessing in the blessing, and enjoy the good of boys, but they don't know how to return. If a boy really likes you, he is really willing to follow you and pursue you desperately, but the moment you decide to be with him, it means that you are equal. However, many girls are still arrogant and unscrupulous because they are liked. Even if they are together, they don't care about boys' feelings. And this is why most boys nowadays no longer actively pursue girls. After all, once the true heart is handed over, there will be no results. No matter how much you love, you will be disappointed sooner or later. Without a house or a car, which girl is worthy of you? Some boys have had several failed love experiences. Although his job is stable, his salary is not high. The previous girlfriends also broke up because Mr. Wang couldn't buy a house in the city. Therefore, some boys no longer actively pursue girls at all. When it comes to falling in love, he also thinks, but the key is that he has no capital and can't give girls a better future. Not to mention, he may be rejected, so he is reluctant to try. When a boy is young, he thinks that love can break through everything, and he considers things very one-sidedly, but when his reason is mature, he will gradually think about more problems. Therefore, it is not that they no longer look forward to love, but many times, boys will first measure in their hearts whether the gap between two people can become an obstacle, and whether he can afford the responsibilities. When boys grow up, he is no longer willing to actively pursue girls. It can only show that he needs to consider too much, not that he can't love it. In conclusion, girls are eager to be the one to enjoy in love. From pursuit to confession, they all hope that boys can do it. But in fact, boys also desire to be a passive one by themselves, being active in everything, and enthusiasm will be tired. Therefore, most boys nowadays don't take the initiative to pursue them. The reason is simple, because he doesn't know if he can consistently like this girl. Moreover, the time spent in pursuit determines the time and energy that boys consume. Especially in the face of those girls who don't like them at all the initiative seems to be a joke. So, do you understand? The reason why boys do not take the initiative is after all because they lost to reality, and when you choose love, you should also try hard to run towards the person who loves you, so that your love is meaningful.